Good morning. Welcome to the Baywater Boat Club Hour. My name is Adam Botana from Baywater Exclusive Boat Club, along here with my great co-host. He's
Jake,
got his Red
the
Bull up in the
millennial,
air. Jake, the millennial.
sugar-free.
Sugar-free. Huh. I just had a monster. So bad for you. But it's been a long day. It's holidays. Christmas is around the corner. It's Saturday. Christmas is on Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Wednesday, sorry. Wednesday. Santa's coming to town. Excited. Excited. It's cold out there right now. It's not a good boating day. Good day to come by and look at the boats to see if you want to join the boat club. I got my Tide pen here.
Yeah, what's the high today? Is it 65?
65. That's not boat weather. Not for this half Cuban. La mitad. No, thank you. No. We're gonna probably have some people from Wisconsin. This is nothing. This weather's great.
In
In
shorts and a
Wisconsin, it's
t-shirt.
-20. And they come back like an hour later, like, whoa, it's cold. I'm like, yeah, that wind is cold with the high humidity. Anyways, folks, thanks for tuning in to the Baywater Boat Club Hour. Listen to Jake and I. Watch us now, too, on our podcast on YouTube. And it's on Facebook, and we got the little reels going. So, talk about mom's key lime pie, man. People are like, yo, your mom's key lime pie. Like, I was up in Tallahassee. They're like, yo, I love me some key lime pie. It's like, I know. My mom's got the key lime pie. It's good. Anyways, it was good. So we appreciate you guys all tagging us, talking, and getting that stuff there. Got my Christmas tree up here, as you can see. Little Charlie Brown tree. Got a couple ornaments on it. Exciting. But we just got done with work on this Friday, so gave out the Christmases. Just giving the Christmas cheer, doing all the stuff. Got our Christmas lights up. We're excited. We're happy. Hoping for some good weather between Christmas and New Year's, because usually that's a busy time. But we'll see what happens. Weather's looking okay for Christmas Day. Not too bad. This cold weather right now should be gone, hopefully. There's going to be no wind. There's going to be no water out there with this wind today. So, golf course is going to be a little tight. Be a little breezy, but man, out in the water, it's going to be a little cool. So, but give us a call if you're interested in joining the boat club or renting from Baywater. Give us a call at 239-495-0455. Again, that's 239-495-0455. Or you can Google bwboatclub.com. Jake is laughing at me because I'm having fun with the podcast. But give us a call. We'll get you taken care of. Or Google BW Boat Club. You can come down and see what we do. It's an easy way of boating, folks. There's no hassle. There's no muss. There's no fuss. You just come over, join the boat club. You pay a membership right now. Membership to get in the club is $79.99, $7,999 to get into the club, and then $425 a month in dues. Gives you unlimited access to all our club boats. We have over 60 boats in our fleet. Everything for a nice Barletta pontoon, got nice 300 on it, lounge on the back, little picnic table, just a great boat, to a 29-foot ocean runner with twin 200s on it. It's a great boat to cruise around in. You've got a cat, you got robalos, you got sea foxes, you got sea hunts, you got sea pros. We got all kinds of boats, Come over and see us. We got hurricane deck boats, pontoons, skiffs. We got a double decker with a water slide, 2 boats with water slides, and even a bar boat. It's got a bar, but you have to bring a bar for it. So definitely, we do not condone drinking and driving at Baywater as a driver. But if your guests want to have a cocktail, that's completely fine. But come down and see us. We're 2 miles west of 41, right on the right-hand side on Bonita Beach Road, exit 116 off 75. We're right before Coconut Jack's on the right-hand side. We're like trolls underneath the bridge there. Come on over and see us. You'll see our big Santa Claus out there waving on our Christmas lights. So come on down and see the Baywater difference at Baywater Boat Club. 239-495-0455. Again, 239-495-0455. Jake, Merry Christmas, buddy. How you doing?
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Holly,
Happy Hanukkah.
jolly Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. Kwanzaa. No, wait.
Kwanzaa. Yeah, that's the Kwanzaa one. Yeah.
Yep, I think
Kwanzaa.
so.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, who said Republicans aren't inclusive?
We are. You see that omnibus bill? That wasn't inclusive on Thursday night.
Oh, that was funny, dude. Man.
Yep. A lot of
I'm
stuff.
so glad Vivek read it and I didn't have to.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's going to be different. A lot of changes in Tallahassee. So that's good. I mean, not Tallahassee. I'm thinking of my stuff. DC. A lot of changes in DC. So, but yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, as of right now, we're recording this 5 o'clock. Well, 6 o'clock on Friday night. I don't think anything's passed yet, right? Is the
No,
government still open or closed? Like,
I'm
hopefully
sure
it'll
we're
be stay
still
open.
open.
I mean, we don't need to have all the excessive spending, but and folks, it's crazy how much they put into the pork they put into these bills and the stuff that they stick in there. I mean, it happens in Tallahassee. There's different things that happen late nights and stuff happens. You get bills in, and there's proviso language, which I never knew what proviso language was, but it's how you spend the money. There's a lot of stuff that happens, but it's different. But let's hopefully, DC has a change. Maybe it's more like Tallahassee, be a lot better, more controlled by the Conservative Party of the Republicans, and we can see what happened. We had a state rep up in Tampa. She switched from a D to an R. I don't know. Did we talk about that last week, Jake? We didn't
We
talk
did
about it.
actually, yeah.
Oh, we
We
did.
talked
Okay.
about it. No, I mean we talked about it on the show. I don't think we talked about it on this show.
Oh yeah, no. Susan Valdez is a great lady, from Hillsborough County, so right outside like Tampa, Ybor City area. And she was in her final term in the House, so we have term limits. Good things in Florida, we have term limits. She was up to this will be her seventh year, so you get 2 more years, so 8 total. Democrat. She ran kind of different. She ran for Democrat chair for Hillsborough County, and she lost. So a young kid, who's the woke agenda Democratic won, and it just doesn't work. And then she's like, you know what? She looked at her, seeing she's trying to help the Democratic Party in Hillsborough County, that area there, and she looked at the numbers, how Trump had won and DeSantis had won that seat, her area, by 3 points. She's like, you know what? I'm switching. So she switched over to Republican, because you can switch at any time, as a representative. All you do is switch your party affiliation. There was the gentleman, the senator from West Virginia, who was the independent. He was always a good guy. He could, always kind of played that road there. Manchin, right? Joe Manchin, yeah, Joe
Mm-hmm.
Manchin was his
Yep.
name, and he was a Dixiecrat, so we call it, an old Democrat, like Florida used to be 30, 40 years ago. Was a lot of Dixiecrats. They were kind of like conservatives, but just a little bit. But the party's gone so far left. She's like, I'm out. She came over to our side. So now we have a super majority. So we've gone to 86 now. 86
Nice.
representatives that are Republican in the Florida House of 120. So we'll see what happens. It's pretty crazy stuff. But we were up there a couple days ago. I had to go up for chair training. Tried something different, Jake. I know how you fly to Columbus for your girl, your jet set lover, like you
Jet
said,
set
jet set lover,
lover.
jet set lover. But I tried something different. I went over to close the marina down because I had to be up there for just one day. And Atlanta is kind of scary, right? Because it's weather. You never know what can happen, and
Drones probably too.
drones. But Tallahassee gets really foggy this time of year in the morning, so it's tough. So closed down the marina, came home, took a shower, grabbed a bag, went over to Miami. It was an hour and 45 to get over to Miami on 75 over, right to Miami
Mm-hmm.
International Airport. They got a direct flight that leaves at 10 o'clock and flies direct to Tallahassee. And I got in there at midnight. It was great. It was quicker than flying to Atlanta,
How long
because
is the
it's like
flight? Like 40, probably like an hour,
45
45
minutes,
minutes.
if that. It's a decent sized jet, probably 50, 60 passenger. Um, but it's so much easier, because like you go to Atlanta, you go to the airport here in RSW, in which they do a great job. The TSA is amazing. I think this is the only place in the country that you actually get through quicker as a regular person taking your shoes off than you do pre-check. It's crazy. Like all the time you're sitting there, it's like, well, I'm gonna go stand in line for 50 people with TSA pre-check. I don't have pre-check yet. I gotta get it now since I'm going to Miami. Um, Gotta make time. We're gonna put it on Julie's list. I gotta get TSA pre-check. But you go down to the concourse, it's wide open, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not, no, I'm gonna go this way. So walked right in, easy. But Miami, I left here at 7. I got in there by, you know, midnight. So you drive over, it's the same amount of time, but it just seems more convenient, just as you get over there and do that. But then you get that late flight. so I can close the marina down, work here, because we're a part-time legislature, right? Fly up, and then there's a late flight out of Miami, out of Tallahassee. It was like the 8:20. Got in at like 9:30, and I was back. I was in bed by midnight. So just easier. So definitely, I wish we had a direct flight from Fort Myers to Tallahassee, but don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So that was something a little different, but it was good. I get to see, go to La Carreta over there. It's a Cuban restaurant, but they got it at the airport, which I'm a big fan. Fried bananas, this body loves fried bananas.
Plantains.
Plantains, plantanos. But that was a good time. It was fun. Some beans and rice, and then got on the plane and knew a buddy there. So because there are a lot of people go through there, from Miami that go into that. So, what do you think about tree? You like my Charlie Brown Christmas tree? It's not
That
bad.
is not as much as I love that sunset behind you. Like the still water, the water's not even moving. It's just like, ugh,
It's going. It's going.
beautiful.
Yep, my old stilt house still here. Still here. Made it through Ian. And if water would have came up that much more, like a tenth of an inch, it would have been through the whole house. The only place I got water is where the house sags because it's built in the '70s. Like it was funny when my guy was doing it, Andy, great guy, we did the whole house together. I was his apprentice. It's a lot. Yeah, I said, buddy, you just do your work. I'm going to clean up every day. That's what I did. I cleaned up every day. It's like, I'm not paying you to clean up. Pay you to work. So he would work from like 9 to 2. And it was Coors Light time. But he did a damn good job. But I would clean everything up. But he was funny. I had a Roomba, that cleans the floor. The thing it need like all terrain vehicle tires because it was like going up hills and stuff like 4-wheel drive. So had a little bend to it there.
Getting
A little bend
stuck.
there. Get a little stuck, get stuck. But no, so we're excited for Christmas right around the corner. Merry Christmas to everybody. You're listening to this. We have a few people here. We had a couple members out today. The weather was nice. It turned out to be really nice in the afternoon. And got up about 82. It was a little breezy still, but it's cool this time of year. I think we're gonna have a cold winter. It's been the last couple of years we've been pretty lucky with weather in January. It's been really nice. I was thinking back to 2012, more than 12 years ago. We had 40 days below 40 degrees in the morning, Jake. I don't think you were even back here by then. I don't remember, but there was ice on the boats in the morning. That was a rough time. That was when the oil spill happened. Remember that? And then
The
that was
BP
when
oil spill?
the BP oil
That
spill
was
was.
in 2012?
I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure it was pretty close to that.
I mean, I'm sure they were still cleaning up.
You're googling it. I think it was. Was it?
It happened in 2010.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
No, but I'm almost certain that the cleanup for that took about 2 or 3 years because I know
Yeah.
a lot of people who went out and quit their jobs to go clean up the water in the Gulf.
Yeah. No, it
Just
was.
skimming oil off the top.
Yeah, it was a lot, but it was a cold year, so I kind of messed up my date there. Sorry about that. Everything kind of blends together
Yeah,
all the time.
you're getting old, but I am too.
Thanks, buddy. You're such a pal. You're such a pal. It's gonna start rocking here. So it's probably not good to do on a podcast. I'll stay in one spot. But yeah, I'm standing up, doing a standing desk.
Me too.
Last time I was up here in the camera like this and like whoa. It's, I really don't like watching myself either. Like people
Just
send
don't.
me stuff. They send me stuff. I guess we talked like you did a short about UFOs or something,
I
and
did
it's
a couple like goofy ones.
and the legislature just started sending me the video. I was like, oh god, I hate
I
even looking
promise
at
you, I will
it.
never put anything on there that will get you in trouble.
No, it's funny
So,
though. It's just go down the hole, down the mythical hole. What the heck,
well, no,
Jesus,
because you said something like, "That's just
that's
us
us.
from the future." And I started it out like that. I'm like, "Yeah, he's gonna look crazy." This will
Thanks,
probably
buddy.
be another one. Hi, Facebook.
Exactly. Well, hey, we appreciate it. But yeah, folks, we're getting close to season. Season's right around the corner over here. Our prime season at Baywater is Valentine's Day till Easter. So, people are up north right now doing the Christmas thing. They start coming back in January. And again, if we have nice weather, we'll pick up sooner. But unusual how it goes after January is people start coming back in, and we're all kind of like creatures of habit, right? We all do the same thing. Like it's bad, but we are. So people all start like at the restaurants, which was crazy. Like restaurants closer to 75 or closer to 41, and as they progress, they start going further from the house, and then like mid January towards then they start hitting the beach by February. Then they start hitting and it's just kind of weird and we're all creatures of habit, right? So they started hitting those restaurants there. Like I used to have a buddy of mine used to have a restaurant in Naples Park called Randy's. Great guy, did a great job, great restaurant there, Randy's Fish Market. Used to own Rhodes in Bonita, but yeah, it was the same thing, and the sunsets would, hurt him out. I mean, like it's good right now because the sunset's so early, which I don't like. I despise it. I wish, like I do talk about Trump, get rid of this daylight
I thought we
savings.
did. I don't know why we still have it.
Well, we did. Like we had, like Rubio actually had a bill. It went and it didn't make it in the Senate because you know why is the airline lobbyists. Because Florida, it was like Florida forever, right? We wanted only Florida to stay constant, and it totally messes with their times and their people. You know, I guess they did it a long time ago in the
No, you're right. I mean, I
30,
can
40.
understand that
So
because
30,
like
40 years ago they did it, and there were some problems where some kids passed away because they got hit by cars and going to school. It was dark in the morning. But I mean, obviously, there's better stuff now. I think people a little bit more coherent are better off. Not just driving around
well,
hitting
because
children.
that still happens. Like even
Yeah,
with daylight savings time. So, I mean,
no,
I
but
don't know if you remember the girl in the Cape. They had benches they built. I can't remember her name. I can't remember her name.
I think the Rotary clubs did that. That was nice.
Yeah,
But yeah,
all
no, I
hand
think
built.
I think we need to, because it's tough. I mean, like right now, look at it. It's 6:15 and it's pitch black.
Yeah,
You know,
I got to enjoy that for about 5 minutes.
yeah.
Sunset
And
was
we were
gone.
talking before.
Hmm.
We can't talk about what we were talking about before on the radio. Uh, but it's not fun. I mean, it's not a good time. The sun drops. I mean, it'd be nice if it was only, if this was 7, or what would we fall back? So we fall back. So yeah, so this would be 7 o'clock. It makes more sense. I just don't get that. I mean, I think we're past that. We've gone past that. I think we need to go and just switch back because it's better for our business. It's better for Florida. We're about being outside. We're not about being inside. I tell you, I was in Michigan. Like I said, we did that drive a while ago. I was in Michigan, and the sun doesn't come up till about 8:30, and the sun sets at 4. I'm like, what? This is like no.
That's depressing.
It is. It's very depressing. I understand why you want to come down here and join the boat club and get out on the water and have some fun. I wouldn't want to be up there in that crap. I'm gonna say that. I mean, it's just cold and just snowy, and
Wet
sun's up at 8:30
and
and goes
sad and
down by 4,
gray,
and you got so many layers on, just so many layers.
like your hair.
It's thanks, buddy, but there's so many layers, and you're always hot, right? You're always
Yeah.
hot when you're in that stuff, and you're just not, you can't just get comfortable.
And you can
That's
never
why,
mitigate properly. Like you go into a
no.
place, they have the heat on, and then you're like, okay, taking layers off. To go back outside, you got to put layers back on, and it's
Yeah,
like,
no, no. I always think, what I was like, it can never get that as hot. It can never get as hot as it does cold, right? Because you can always go inside the AC and you're just cool and comfortable. You never, in the winter, you're like, oh, I'm cool and comfortable. No, you're hot. I mean, the girls like it. They get to wear their boots, and their little scarves and stuff, and it's cute. I love me some snow
more
bunnies.
accessories. Yeah, I get it.
I love me some snow bunnies. But man, give me a bikini girl. It's way better than a snow bunny. Is that a bikini bunny? It's that right?
Bikini
It's right.
bunny.
Bikini bunny. I'm single. I can say that. Not married. So,
All right, well that's fine. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not married, but I definitely ain't single. So
but yeah. So I don't know. It's a rabbit hole. Went down. It's a rabbit hole. Yeah, but I mean, it's why it's nice to come down here. I mean, and I was talking to some people a couple days ago. We were talking about the governor DeSantis and how just COVID and how we were open and how lucky we are that we were open and doing what we did. I mean, I think we were talking about it, as how, what kind of guy is he? And, we've met him a few times in the process, and loves talking about sports and food and that. But I mean, the reason we were open is because he was open. You know, he was up all night reading medical journals about this stuff. You know, are we okay to open? He made that decision, and we opened. It was great. I remember people calling, and that's where I was trying to get to. I remember people calling the marina, and they were calling from Illinois, they were calling from Michigan, they were calling from Wisconsin, they were calling from Minnesota. And they're like, "Are you guys open?" Like, yeah. Like, is the grocery stores open? It's like, yeah. Really? We're we're gonna come down. And I remember one member saying, we just don't want to put nothing on Facebook that we're coming down because we'll get shamed if we do.
Mm.
But you guys are open? I'm like, yeah. And I remember there's a member who lives across the street from the marina. It's a condo. And he walked over, and Jake, when they walked over, they were like just shell shocked. I mean, it was a weird time. It was crazy. And I remember, but that's when I was door knocking. I remember going to my parents' house for Easter, which would be one of our busiest weeks of the year. This is before I was elected. And I remember driving to their house, and it was like New Year's Day, like after, like nobody was out. And there was nobody out. Like I was the only vehicle on the road Easter week, you know, and it was crazy here too, but it was like a week or two. And they're like, all right, let's get back open. These people come around there and they're just blown away, you know, that we're actually open and there's restaurants and there's no masks and there's masks and there was no mask, but it was just kind of crazy. You know, I mean, can you imagine just living and like you talk to people in Michigan and just the restaurants and people were just, you know, they had tents set up outside just to make money and they're just dying left and right. So, I mean, dying from being slow, not COVID, but just a lot. I mean, I had COVID a couple times. I will tell you, it did kick my butt. That's for sure. Took me out. You know, we were worried about our mom. My mom and my dad and I were like, we were the ones getting out. My mom's like, "What's up? This is nothing. I'm good. Next, let's go." Just tough lady. Mean key lime pie. Tough lady.
Mm.
Mean key lime pie.
It's funny you bring that up though, because me and Mike talk a lot off the air, and recently he was talking to me about COVID and the restrictions and the things he was going through, and he was like, I don't
So
know how
about
to say
Michael
it.
Pelka?
Yeah, Michael Pelka. He was like trying to relate to me in like during the shutdowns, and I was like, dude, I wore a mask for like 2 weeks, and that was it.
Yeah.
And then it was back to normal for me. I never like our job required us to wear a mask in certain situations.
It's like a beer guard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and I wore your uh after a
Botana.
while the Botana one, yeah, because you got me one of the I still have it somewhere.
I still got a couple kicking around here.
But yeah, it was hard to explain to him, man, because like he was like traumatized
Yeah, because
by it.
he lived up where?
Delaware, I think. Is it
Yeah,
Delaware?
yeah, Delaware or Maryland or something.
Somewhere up there. Yeah.
No,
I
it's
didn't even know how to like, because I felt bad for him. I'm like, no, Mike, we didn't deal with any of that. I
yeah,
went and bought steaks and bacon, and I cooked out all the time. Like it was normal. It was just same old, same old. And then
yeah.
we finally met each other face to face, which was
Hmm.
weird. And you know the thing first thing, wow, you're you're skinny, guys. Like you can eat good and do it in moderation. Although I don't, but yeah,
What is that? I mean, people are like you don't look like you sound. I'm like, really? How do I sound like I look? You know,
yeah. Could you just draw it for me real quick? Just draw it. Let me see what you think I look like.
you
He
know.
did say that I looked like what I sound like. And I'm
Uh,
like, what, 12? Thanks.
well, I feel like I'm very nasally when I talk, and I probably am. It's just the way I like to talk to me. It
They're not.
just no, okay. So,
No.
but you always like you see yourself. You're like I want to, you know. So I look better in a boat, man. Look better in a
You
boat.
might have been at first because I catch people doing it all the time. They like hold their breath when they talk into a microphone,
Oh, yeah.
or you breathe through your nose haphazard, like kind of weirdly.
Yeah, nervous, probably.
But I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, with 170 some shows, Jake, I think we've gone past the
180 or something.
the 180. They were past the
181. I think this
181.
is
Yeah.
181.
So yeah, we're way past that. So we're excited, Jake. We're gonna. I was talking to Mom. We deep fried the turkey. Okay, we deep fried the turkey.
Mm-hmm.
It was bomb. It was good. Like we did. The skin was good. It wasn't great. It was a little soft because we didn't have enough oil in the bin. We want to cover the turkey completely, so we had to add probably a couple cups so it kind of cooled down the oil a little bit. But the turkey was still fire. So I was talking with mom. What are we gonna do for Thanksgiving? What are we gonna do for Christmas? And they're like, well, let's do a prime rib. We usually do that. We do a prime rib. We do it in the oven. I was like, let's deep fry it. So we're going to deep fry prime rib.
I'm all for it. I'm all
We're gonna,
for it.
we're gonna. But I am getting. I did get a brisket that I'm gonna throw on a smoker in case the prime rib sucks.
Have you ever done a brisket before?
No, what? No, I did. I did. Myron Mixon. I did go to an event one time where he has a cooking school, which is really cool. Myron Mixon is like 5-time world champion barbecue guy, and he's got a place up in right outside of Valdosta, right outside of Perry, Georgia. He's pretty much the mayor of the town, and he has like a cooking school. And so I bought my dad 2 years ago a Traeger
I've
small, like a
I've
remember we
seen it.
talked
The
about
egg,
it.
right?
No, no, no. It's a Traeger. It's the pellet smoker,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This the
but
like
it's
the. It looks like a square box.
yeah, but this one's
Yeah,
small,
I got you.
so it's probably like 24 by 24,
How
18
many
inches up.
racks are in it? One or two?
No, no, it's just one. It's just one little thing. So
Dang.
like you take.
Does it have a catcher?
Yeah, yeah, has a
All right.
catcher because I know with that brisket's gonna need it. But it so we used it. We did a capon. We did a capon. It was a smoked chicken. So a capon is a rooster that gets whacked when it was a little baby. So no huevos. So it's a chicken. Weighs like 6 pound chicken, which was really good. Called a capon. So it's just a rooster. It's pretty much what you eating. We did that in the smoker. It was really good. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a brisket. We're gonna trim it. We're gonna get the point. Do a brisket. And we're gonna wrap it. We're gonna deep fry prime rib. So I'm excited. Said like 45 minutes is all it takes.
Just save that fat and let it render out. Like put it in the catcher, and then pour it back on top whenever you
Oh,
let it
there you
sit.
go. I know. I'm excited. The binder. You take the mustard and you put the stuff on there.
I've never
Like
done the binder. I've always just completely covered it.
the brisket. Like it's very rich, right? And like sometimes I'm like, I mean, I'm not like a huge fan of brisket. You know, I'm more of just brisket. This is very like my Mexican does these things that are squares and they're like the little burn ends. I mean, they're really good, but it's just like straight fat when you're eating it. So, but I'm
It's kind of
excited.
hard. It's kind of hard to find good brisket, man. And
No, yeah, it's
it's
not.
I butchered it twice before I got it even kind of good one time, and
Mhm.
it's too much money to waste on not being able to cook it right.
Yeah, you got to just take your time. Then you wrap it in paper, throw it back on there, then put it in the
The
cooler.
cooler, yeah.
Room temperature for what, an hour or something like that. Just to finish it off. And
I think I don't know.
so, but I mean, that turkey was bomb. I mean, we pull it off at like 164, 163, the internal temp, and then we let it set for 30 minutes. But man, it was juicy.
Did it trap?
So
Yeah, it trapped the juice, right? So
yeah,
like when you cut into it, it like basically just came
yeah.
out.
So I mean, you
Beautiful.
want it to retain. You cut it right away, it's just gonna flood out. But we're excited about that brisket. So it says like 45 minutes because it cooks quick. And it's supposed to be like a really good crust. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to inject it with some butter, some garlic, and we're gonna have a lot of food. So maybe we'll have some prime rib sandwiches the next.
How? What kind of oil are you using?
We use peanut for the turkey, and I'm gonna probably just use peanut again for this. I mean, some people say, "Oh, use beef tallow."
Costs too much money.
I
You'll
would
spend
think. I
more.
mean, that's
You're gonna spend more money on oil than you will any kind
yeah.
of meat. There's
So
no way.
I'm like I use duck fat. Like I did a lamb, like a lamb. I watched that Notorious Food, Notorious Foodie that's on Instagram. It's awesome. But I did a lamb here one time. I had the duck fat where you sear it. You don't have to use much because you're pan searing it. It was bomb. And then I got my food processor. It didn't work, so I chop everything up, the pistachios and the mint and all that stuff. And it was on fire. Fire, bro. Fire. So, But yeah,
I
it was
bet
good time.
people are starving right now at 7:30 in the morning. Sorry,
Probably.
everybody.
Yeah, probably. So, time for a plug for Bayswater Exclusive Boat Club.
Yeah, I'm
This
putting my disc
show is
down.
brought to you by Bayswater Exclusive Boat Club, the only family-owned and operated boat club in Southwest Florida. So, oh, Jake just turned his TV off. He's like, "I'm out. I'm out." But yeah, folks. So it's we're getting ready for Christmas. It's gonna be fun. If you got a lot of people coming down, Saturday morning, Christmas on Wednesday. You got kids coming down. The weather's gonna look nice after. And then a couple days before the store, before Christmas. We are closed on Christmas Day and New Year's Day, but give us a call. 239-495-0455. Again, that's 239-495-0455. Or you can just Google bwboatclub.com. We'll take you right to our website. We have a boat club, the best boat club in the area, family owned and operated. We got over 60 boats in our club and just over 500 members in our boat club. So it gives you unlimited access to all our boats. You're like, how does that work? How does that make, how's it able? Are you able to use the boats? Are you able to have a good time? Absolutely. Every member is allowed 3 reservations on the books at any one time. A reservation consists of a day from 8 to 5. Our members are spoiled. They show up around 10, 11, take it to 3 o'clock. With our club, which makes us different, what makes Baywater difference? You can take the boats out overnight. You can keep them multiple days. You want to go up to USEPA for the weekend. You can do that. We've had members keep boats up 5, 6 days. They keep rolling those reservations over. So it's 3 rolling reservations at any one time. A reservation consists of a day from 8 to 5. If you want to watch the sunset at Baywater, you're able to do that with the boat club. We don't do that on the rentals, but with the boat club, you're able to do that. So you can go out, watch the sunset. Like today, we had a member take a boat out for the sunset. A little cool out there. Whatever do. You want to tube? You want to ski? You can do that with Baywater. You want to go out 25 miles? You can do that with Baywater. Do you want to have a boat that has twin engines and a live well and a stereo and a GPS and a depth finder that works 95% of the time? You want to join Baywater Boat Club because that's what makes the Baywater difference. We're family owned and operated. Come down, see us. Come see Larry. Come see Anna. Come see Susan. Come see Leland, Julie, myself. We're all down there. We'll get you taken care of. It's a cool day. So if you want to come down and see the fleet, come on down this morning. Bring some coffee because it'll be a little chilly. But we'll go over that. We got fish cleaning tables right there at the marina. We got ice in the coolers. You don't need to worry about a thing. You just show up. You have to schlep all the stuff. Take the boats out. When you go out with your friends, you invite friends on your boat that you got to deal with, and you take them out for the full day. You have a good time, and you're going to clean the boat. They're like, "Oh, sorry, Johnny, I got to leave. Little Susie's tired." Now you can leave with him. Now you can go with little Susie. You can go hang out and get some ice cream at Royal Scoop or Sweet Melissa's. You don't have to worry about the hassle of owning a boat. It's the easy way. Let me take care of it. Let Larry take care of it. You got a problem? Let us know. We'll give you a call. Every member's covered under CETO too. So you don't have to worry. Even if you're out past 5 o'clock and something happens, we're going to get you home. So it's peace of mind, peace of care. We also have trackers on all the boats. So we can see where you're at. So if there's an issue, we know right where you're at. We're not sitting there trying to figure out where this is, where the moon lights and all that stuff. So we make it easy at Baywater. Give us a call, 239-495-0455. Again, that's 239-495-0455. Or Google BW Boat Club. We'll get you taken care of over at Baywater. Brought to you by Baywater. Jake got a chair. He's like, I'm sitting down. I'm
I
tired.
was done
I'm
standing up.
tired of standing.
I'm
I'm
done standing.
tired. Well, you've had a long week, man. Good for you.
Yeah, I worked 60 hours this week.
Good, good. You're catching up to me, bro.
I doubt it. I'm not
You're
going
gonna
to
be
get
great
there.
soon. You're gonna be great, just like me.
I got them. They're just
We're getting
hidden.
there. We're getting there. So you heading up on?
I pray that my grays come in like yours. I would be happiest man in the. I wouldn't diet at all. I would be like, silver fox.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Check
you.
me out.
That's what I'm thinking all the time. No, not really. Oh, so I'm a chairman now. Got a committee from Tallahassee. So I'm a chairman of natural resources and disasters. Interesting. We're gonna look at
Well, you
Florida
have
DEM.
experience, plenty of it.
Yes.
So
Yes. So that includes like emergency management, water quality, resilience, and there's one other one in there, another 4 in there. But we're going to look at emergency management, see how we can help out small businesses after a storm. I know the SBA did do nothing for our area. That was through the federal level, but just at the state level, would look to do something. I know there's loans out there that a business can get for $50,000 That's a decent loan, but that's been the same way for about 20 years. I think we need to bump that up, because a business needs to get on their feet. They need to pay their employees, and they need to get back open. So we're going to work on that. We're working with Kevin Guthrie on that. We're looking at resilience. Maybe there's some way from the state level that we can help these people raise their houses. I know that's a big issue in Fort Myers. Got a lot of friends out there in Fort Myers Beach, trying to figure out what they can do. And folks, it's a good investment, right? In the end, it's an investment, right? It costs a lot of money to raise a house. Anywhere from I've heard of estimates from 350 to 500,000. To close it, do all that stuff. But your house is going to go up in value. I mean, you're going to get it up and out of the area. Your house is going to go up in value. And I mean that includes an elevator. That includes there's a lot of stuff there too. But we're going to see what we can do from the state to help out with that. If we can maybe do a taxing incentive or something that will keep your house at the regular rate for 5 years, so it doesn't go up, so it saves you some money on taxes. I know there's a lot of people on the water, and hey, you're out there for a reason. You've done well. You've done good. Your parents have bought that house. You bought that house, but you definitely need to raise it up after dealing with the storms that we've dealt with this past year, two in a month, and I think four storms in the last 2 years. We're all done with it, right? I mean, my house is on stilts over here on Bonita Beach. It was built in '72. It was after Donna, so obviously they were smart about it. But it's unfortunate. We had a lot of people come down here from the Midwest. They wanted that single level house. I see it in Sanibel all the time. They got the nice ranch. It's one level. But man, anytime you get water, wind is not bad. You can hide from the wind, but you can't run from the water. And it just destroys, it wrecks your world. It really does. It wrecks your world. I'm sorry to see a lot of people out there. So we're going to try to see what we can do from the state to help out. So we're very excited about that. A lot of cool stuff. And looking forward to going up to Tallahassee and represent you guys and see what we can do here with, some oversight locally. There's a lot of stuff we've talked about before, Jake, wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and we'll see what happens come first of the year. We'll go from there. So I'm excited. Are you ready for 2025, Jake? I think it's starting off pretty well for you, man.
Yeah.
About
I
a week
mean,
early.
it's gonna
Okay.
be.
A year ago, you didn't have a girlfriend. You didn't have, you didn't have a car working. Now you got a car working. You got a
I got two
girlfriend. You
of
got
them.
got two cars working.
No
You
check
know,
engine lights.
no check engine light. You're doing pretty good, man.
Only one of them's American made though, so I'm gonna have to get a little better about that.
You got your credit going. I mean, you got a girlfriend, cute blonde up there in Ohio. So
Oh, hi.
an old girlfriend from high school.
Man, more
So
like a crush, but yeah.
crush, good for you, man.
I mean, we dated for like a week, and I don't even think we were too young. That
Yeah,
was too
she'd
much.
break your heart.
I think so. Yeah, I think she did.
That's good though, man. That's good. That's good. So you got your Christmas presents all set?
Yep, they're all sent to her house, and
Nice.
she's wrapped them all. I hope. I don't know. She said she did, so hopefully she didn't open them.
Okay. You wrapped them. Nice. Good stuff,
Well,
buddy.
she like wrapped the package that it came in, so she's gonna have to double unbox it, maybe triple, because I'm sure it'll
I
be
like
wrapped
it.
up inside the box too. So,
I like it. I like it, buddy. That's good stuff. Really good stuff. I'm proud of you.
what do you got going on for old Christmas?
Christmas, like I said, I mean, we're busy, right? We're working. So we got some staff off a little bit. But we're going to be closed Christmas Day. So going to go hang out with mom and dad. Brother will probably be there. For most likely, he'll be there. We're going to hang out and just chill. I mean, like, we work a lot. My family, we're always going, right? So it's just like a day where we don't have to worry about nothing is a great day. Like, I'll just sit there and just chill out, hang out. There's no football on Christmas, is there?
Yeah, actually, there is.
There
The
is?
Chiefs are playing somebody.
Oh, well, there you go. That'll be fun to
Chiefs
watch.
and somebody. I can't
Okay.
remember.
I'm sure the refs will be on the Chiefs side again. My dad's a Chiefs fan now. He's got into football. He's retired now. He watches the games. All right, I like it, Dad. I like it. So
All
it's
right.
good. He's getting into
Don't
this. He's
know.
like he loves the Chiefs. He's like Kelsey's good. Kelsey's good. And then who's the Mahomes? He's got an arm. He goes. So So he's into football. So it's good. It's good for him. So they're doing that, and he's getting into the gardening too, Jake. He's got like a little garden now. He's got his tomatoes. He's going full Godfather. You
Tell him to
know,
grow some okra.
he's got like a little garden. He's got some garden plots coming out there. He's got like the elevated ones. I was like, this is like the Godfather over here. So he's doing that. So that's
Before you
good.
know it, he'll be making his own wine.
My grandfather did, so he probably will have that little thing that has that little loquat. It was loquat he made in starfruit wine. Woo! It was rough. It was rough, but yeah, my grandfather had chickens and cows, and he would always butcher the chickens, right? And he would just put them in the fridge and they'd be long, so they'd just be these legs sticking out the back. So he gave a couple to my mom, and they would never fit in the freezer. So it was just,
Thaw them and
like,
cook them.
just throw them in a pot. So it was good though, but it was fun. So he's having fun. Him and mom, they're gonna go out of town for a little while. I think they're going up to Fort Wilderness. They're gonna take the bus up there and get out of town. So that's good. Take the Chihuahuas. Stella's back to swimming, I think, soon. We talked about the heated pool. We're gonna put her in the bathtub. She had a little mole on her butt. They had to get removed, so she couldn't swim anymore. That's what Dad said. She needed a little bit of time to heal.
Save money on that
Right.
gas bill.
Exactly. It's definitely save money on that gas bill. But yeah, so they're doing good. All the other Chihuahuas are getting a little old. Lucy and Daisy, they're there. Can't see you, but they're there. And Ricky, but they're doing good. So we're excited for Christmas. It's gonna be fun. I did some Christmas shopping today. It was nuts out there, man. People so angry in the roads. Angry.
Dude,
Like
it's a
I'm
problem.
like, oh my
It's a
God.
problem. Because you had the guy with the machete the other day. Chase, he had a machete. And then yesterday, or Thursday or Friday of last week, you had a guy dressed as a Grinch in a onesie running from cops on a motorcycle all the way from like Punta Gorda to Naples or something. What is going on the roads?
I don't know. I always thought it'd be funny. I think I might have talked to this about before. You imagine if we went around Publix pushing the carts like we drove? Could you imagine just pushing a cart like we drove? Don't you cut me off! Don't I gotta get to the freezer? That's my milk. Don't you do it? And can you imagine just people like bump it? Like and it's like excuse me, pardon me. Don't you do it? That would be like a great skit. Just as people are through,
That's the first
like
thing that came to mind was Saturday Night Live.
yeah, like that would be an amazing skit. Like you're pushing through Publix, and you got. I mean, how many times have
But you
you?
got to put the little bicycle bell on it, the ring ring. So you have
Yeah,
to ring ring ring
yeah,
ring,
right. Like
walk
one
around
second, then he
banging
got
into each other.
then he got the kid at the checkout line on his phone at the red light. Usually give him the old honk, honk. But no, like just.
And then
Can
the
you imagine?
employees like push around big like truck carts, right? With
Yeah,
the
that would
air
be
horns.
that would be hilarious. Just to do a whole skit of driving like we drive on the roads, but at Publix. Just be just nuts.
Have
Just
like a guy in a cop cart,
yeah,
cart.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Woo!
Well, it's like how do you
You're
flip a
speeding down
car?
aisle 5.
How do you flip a car on its hood? I mean, like on its roof on 41. Like, how fast are you going?
You don't
But
have to
just
go
like,
fast. You don't have to go
just like,
fast. You
just
don't.
flip a
These people
whole.
figure it out. They figured it out. Listen, pulling out, right? Going right. There's two cars in front of me. This car didn't think this car was going fast enough, so he tried to go around him, clipped his front tire, flipped the car over. Right in front of
I'm
me.
like, how do you do that in
I don't
front? How
know.
do you flip a car on 41? Like, I
I
don't
have no
get it.
idea.
It's just. I mean, it's so crazy. But yeah. So it's just be careful out there, people. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going
You
on.
can say that people out on the water are much better.
Oh,
Much more well behaved.
yeah, I mean it's different, right? It's a different animal. It does get like I was talking to a member. We were talking about like I had to take a boat over to Offshore Performance earlier today and got it fixed. A little shout out to my guy Donnie over there. Does a great job. You need Mercury work, he does good. But we were talking about it today, and it's just like you come June 1st. I mean everybody's at home, they're working, right? All the locals, but come that first weekend in June, woo! It's like Star Wars out there in the boats, man. Just everybody coming from every which way. It's just like it's just crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, so no, it's cool right now. So there's not many people out there. It's chilly, but we do get some nice days. Christmas week will be busy. Easter week is huge out there. And that's the thing. That's when everybody takes their boats out, and that's what's nice. Like it's just to piggyback right back into the club. You go out and buy a boat. You're going to deal with, you're going to go out and buy a boat. You're going to pay 100 grand for a decent boat. I mean, they come down a little bit. They come down a little bit, so you can probably get a decent boat for 60, 80,000. You're going to use that thing every weekend the first 6 months, and you're not going to use it every weekend, and it's going to sit there. You're going to use it every other couple of weeks, then it's going to get a little longer. Then you're going to, oh man, I got to put that boat in the water. I got to drag it to the ramp, and I got to put it. You know what? I'm going to park it at a marina. So now that 60 or $80,000 boat, you got a trailer. Now you don't have the trailer. You can take it to a marina. So now, the rent at the marinas. If you're in the water, it's $500. You got to make sure it's bottom painted. Now $500 a month is pretty cheap. You do rack storage, you're up to 1,000. You're putting in and out, and it's just draining your money. Just draining your money. The boat club, we had a lot of people join during COVID because people went out and bought boats. There was no boats to buy. They joined the boat. They come into the club. They use it solid for 2-3 years, and they're like, you know what? We're just not using it anymore. And I tell them, hey, how much money did I save you? Because you could have went out and bought $150,000 boat, was worth 60 now, and you paid probably back then to get a club 6 grand, 7 grand. Your monthly dues. How much money did I save you? How much money did we save you doing this? And people are like, you're right. You know what? We thank it, and we love the club. We just don't have time to do it. How much money are you going to save? The boat club is less than the depreciation is on a boat that you buy. That's why the club's the way to go. It's just easy. And if you don't want to use the club, we have rentals. We have daily rentals. It's a separate fleet of boats. It's pontoons, deck boats. $425 for the half day, $525 for the full day for a deck boat. And it's nice to go out there and just have a good time. Half days are 8 to 12, 12:30 to 4:30, and then a full day is 8:30 to 4:30. You can give us a call, 239-495-0455. And it's great to get out there. Restaurants are back open. Everything's back open. The water's beautiful. It's a little low right now, a little shallow with the northern winds blowing all the tide out. But there's a lot of stuff to do out there. So definitely come on over and see us. We'll get you taken care of in there. 10 people is max that we allow on these boats. Like the deck boats can go into Gulf. The pontoons we keep in the backwater. But we'll show you. We'll give you a map, show you where to go, what to do. Like I said, there's 10, 12 restaurants out there. Great places to go. 4 beaches, lots of dolphins, lots of flippers, a lot of stuff to do. So, Jake enjoyed it when he was out there. He was having fun. It's been a while, but
I miss the water. I don't know that I would survive too long out there right now like this, but
it's a little chilly. It's a little chilly out there for sure. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff to do. Give us a call, 239-495-0455. Again, that's 239-495-0455. Or Google BW Boat Club. We're 2 miles west of 41, right on Bwbch Beach Road, right on the right-hand side, right before Coconut Jack's. Great little restaurant. We're right before that on the right-hand side. Stop by and see us. Come see Larry this morning. Come see Anna, Susan, Leland. Julie will be there. I'll be there for a little bit too. But come on over and see us. We'll get you taken care of. Be a lot of boats at the dock today. It's a little chilly out there. And that's what's nice, and you don't have to worry about getting that boat ready for 2 hours. You got to make sure everything's ready to go. You know what? Just book another day for another boat. And we have availability. We have availability every day. Prime time season, we can book out 7 days, 10 days. But you get your reservations, you just roll them, and you have no problem getting out on the water. Talk to your friends. We got a lot of members out there. There's a lot of people that are in the club, and our best advertisement is word of mouth. Besides this radio show, Jake, people listen to us talk about all kinds of stuff. He's looking very intentful at something. It kind of reminds me of Bella, looking at something there, So
no, I was just reading an email I just got.
oh, there you go. So, but stop by and see us. Give us a call, 239-495-0455. 239-495-0455. Give us a question on the text line, Jake, right?
Yeah, it would be nice. The text line is always flooded. As of right now, we got a bunch of characters on there that are just trying to make my life a living hell, and they're doing a pretty good job. I'll tell you that much. So you have been heard. But no, yeah, we text 239-479-5592. If you think me and Adam are terrible, let us know.
Yeah.
Just shoot us a text. Be like, hey, you guys are terrible.
You suck.
Yeah,
okay.
You're fired. You're fired. Donald Trump or however he would say it. I missed the you're fireds. Just
Fired.
a little bit. Mm-hmm. Just a little bit. But yeah, 239-479-5592. 239 0444. What's your phone number? I was trying to think.
239 495
495 0455.
0455. That's it, buddy. You got it.
239 495 0455.
Yep. You
That's
got it.
Baywater. Text line is 239 479 5592.
Oh, yeah. Like anybody can hear that.
No, they
That's
don't
the
know what it
best.
is. Just
You
hit
know,
the text line.
you know what the best is when somebody leaves a voicemail. Okay. Like a voicemail at the marina. And it's always the way it goes. They're like, hey, yeah, I know you guys are closed at 7:30, but I figure I'd just call. I wanted to rent a boat. Like, we don't have this with the club. This is more rentals. I wanted to rent a boat. I've got like, I don't know. Hey, Susie, how many people are coming down? Oh, like 7? Yeah, I got like 7 people. Want to go out for a half day. I don't know. Maybe a full day. Could be fun. You got nice boats there? Yeah, just give me a call back. Call me back at 642. It's like, what? So then you got to listen to that whole message again. For
Just to
like,
try and catch it.
just to kind of catch. Call me back at 472-455. I'm like, what? How do you leave a voicemail like that? I mean, it's just like, and it's just, Susie, how many people? Yeah, call me back at 472-555. So then you listen to it like 4 times. 4 times to get this thing. And then you call the guy back. He's like, yeah, we don't want anything. It's like, I wasted 7 minutes of my life listening to this voicemail. So, folks, please, when you leave a voicemail, I know we all have cell phones now, but we call business. Please enunciate the numbers because it's bane of my existence sometimes. Like when I leave a voicemail, like, hey, this is Adam Botana. Give me a call back at 495-0455. Just slow it down. There's no reason. It's usually the ladies. I'm not going to say it, but there's some guys do it. But the ladies are always like, yes, we would love the boat, for this day and this day, and I'm going to take little Johnny out. Call me back at 462-455. It's like, what did you say? I don't know. So that's my little rant. Little rant.
That was a great rant, Because I agree. But we might just have to update your phone system that I can take, and then it'll just transcribe what they say and like save the number.
It's like, oh my God. I got to listen to this 4 more times. I got like the first 3 numbers.
Because I'm sure there's kids younger than me who are like, what is he even talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Like I still leave my telephone number when I call, I don't know. It's just funny. But you know what I'm talking about? It's like, oh my God. And like the best is where boat rentals, there was one a qualified captain just said, like they wrote what they people said, oh, I own a rental company, and it was like on a bed prop. I know how it is. I'm with it, and it's just destroyed. I have a 70-foot Viking in, Massapequa. Doesn't sound like a New York accent, but anyways, come
Are
back.
you looking at the time?
No, I'm not. We're getting close. Oh, we're getting real close. Yeah, real close. So, but
No,
fine.
take it 2 more minutes. It's fine. I'm enjoying it. So
No, but it's just they call up and they're just like, I have a 70-foot Viking in Lake Minnetonka. I know about
70-foot
this.
Viking. Use your pinky when you talk like
The best
this.
is like, oh, look it, guys. I can push the dock and the boat actually moves. It's just like, really?
Your hair too right now is crazy.
Those are the people like, they would come in like, I just want to rent a boat, just a pontoon boat. Oh, it's so small. I go, well, hey, I got a deck boat over here. This is upsell them for like $200. Like, come on, I got to show off to your friends. Take the deck boat. You're right. I do need to show off to them. Yeah.
You almost sound like Bane a little bit. Oh, you're right. The
So,
world is against me as I'm against
yes.
it, or something.
My name is Bob. No, but
Perfect.
I mean, there was a couple other one guy. I remember when I had the business was small, like when you had like 4 boats, and you tell somebody, all the old guys, well, I've got over 7 boats in my fleet, but I have millions of dollars of stuff. So now I'm like, well, sir, when you get 75 boats, you can talk to me, okay? Because you're looking at the family that has the 117th largest navy in the world, right behind Slovenia.
We
So
got to get you a T-shirt made with that on there, man. Because that's hilarious.
the 117th largest navy in the world, right behind Slovenia.
Slovenia.
Slovenia. So, well, folks, thanks for tuning in to our show. Merry Christmas. We'll have a show between here and New Year's. When is New Year's? Is it? It's not
It's a
Saturday.
Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday. So it's a week after. Okay, so we got that.
We got time.
So we will have a show there. Jake will be up north, Jet Set Lover.
Jet Set Lover.
I'll be here working. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning into the show. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Spend it with your family, have some fun, and we'll see you here next week. Baywater Exclusive Boat Club, the exclusive club of Southwest Florida.